Seriously, it smells so good right now in the space that I am recording in. I just lit up a vanilla latte wooden wick candle. I'm not a big coffee candle person, although I love coffee. I'm not a big coffee candle type of girl. However, this vanilla latte is just smooth and creamy, and the sound of the wick, it just smells great. It's the perfect setting for me to give you guys luxury, and I love it. Welcome to the Save the Good Girl podcast. I am your host, Erica E. For those who have been coming back, I love you so much. Welcome. And for those who are new, maybe you just found out about me, welcome to your first luxury listening experience. Why do I say that? Because I provide quality content. This is exactly what Save the Good Girl is based upon. So once you start coming in here, you're not going to want to leave. You're not. So today we're going to talk about the SOE. SOE stands for Shot of Erica, like a shot of me, a shot of my thoughts, a shot. Really quick, just like your shot of green juice, espresso, or tequila, it gets you exactly where you need to be in a short period of time. I do the same thing, but for your mind. These episodes are no more than 20 minutes, and it's perfect while you're doing your skincare routine, walking your dog, taking care of the kids, relaxing in your home, texting back one of your boos. It's a perfect 20-minute pick-me-up, whatever you're doing. So in this episode, y'all, I was really thinking about us being in a space to try something different. So these past couple of episodes, I've been discussing that I really want to work on my belief system. I really want to believe. I really want to shape how I view things and how I view life. And one of the things I really need to work on, because I have to work on many, is just how I move when it comes to trying different things, because I'm so scared. And I got to this place, as I've shared in past episodes, where I really want to live a life. Like, I really want to enjoy life. And the way that you do that is by being a risk taker and trying different things, seeing what you like and what you don't like. And while I was on a hiatus from the podcast, I had an experience last year that really, really touched me, because it wasn't like something that was planned or whatever. It just happened. And I'm thinking about it wow, that was a really great experience. So I went on a yacht with one of my friends. She knows somebody who owns a yacht, which I love yachts. I mean, we're talking about luxury, right? So let's just keep it real, right? So we were on this yacht, and the guy was awesome. He was so sweet. He was so kind. And he was so adamant for me to go to the front of his boat. Now, let me tell you why I didn't want to go to the front of the boat. I didn't want to go to the front because you have a very small walkway to get to the front. And I was so scared because I do not know how to swim. Learning how to swim is one of the things I need to do in addition to playing the piano. But I don't know how to swim. I was so scared. Ironically, Ja Rule had a song that was called Down Blank Chick, right? So the song came on, and this particular part, when he was trying, he kept asking me. Now, there were other people on the boat. Let me just make this clear. There were other people on the boat, but for some reason, he just kept asking me to go to the front. And he said, it's an experience to see the city and the bridge. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I really want you to experience it. You're going to love it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. I'm literally no, I'm shaking. I don't want to do it. And then he's like, no, we're going to do it. I'm going to hold your hand. Do you trust me? Now, he said that the same time that part of the song came on. Do you trust me? So when that part of the song came on, he said the same thing. So I'm like, because now I'm very intuitive, right? So I'm just kind of is this a sign? Right? So I was scared. I was mad scared. And then he was like, I got you. So he held my hand, and he's like, we're going to go to the front. And I'm just like, I don't want to go to the front. But he was relentless. So I was scared, and it took me some time, but I got to the front. When I got to the front and I sat down and I saw the view of the city, it was magnificent. And there was a difference. It was interesting. There was a difference seeing it from the view of the front than seeing it where I was in the back. It's interesting because, it's a boat. He could just easily turn it around. But it was a really great experience. And my friend took a photo of me, and I'm just looking at the lights, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that. And I thought about the fact that I probably could have missed the beauty of being in that experience had I not done it. So that was a really great experience. And I thought about everything, like the timing of the song. And when he was asking me, do I trust him? And I'm just being scared. And I'm just like, wow. So it kind of opened me up to what is on the other side of fear. This is something that I've been on the quest on for quite some time. Have I done things that have been scary towards me? Yes. But to be honest with you, I am the oldest of three. I am a Leo and I am a type A personality. Control, 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 plan, plan, plan. That's me. So being this way has its perks. Like, it's good to be organized, and I do believe in being organized and knowing what's going on. But as you know, life is not like that. Spontaneity is what really life is, and taking risk. And I got to this place where I overcame that. So I'm like, wow, like it made me wonder, what else can I overcome? Like, what else is scaring me? And how can I approach it taking my time? Because when I got to the front of the boat, it's not like I was rushing. It's not like he was pressuring me. It's not like I was not prepared, right? I took my time and eventually I got to the front of the boat. But I did have to take steps to get there. I did have to get up. I did have to mentally tell myself it's going to be okay. Because what came to my mind? Oh my gosh, girl, if you sink in that water, that's it. Like, you gone. Because I don't know how to swim. So it was a really great experience. Now, fast forward to last fall. Last fall, my friend had a birthday party. We went to Jamaica. Jamaica is known for their rafting experience. Okay? So this was one of the activities that she had. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cute. Because I love a boat ride, right? So I'm like, yeah, cute. When I got there, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest with you. But I already paid for it. And getting there was a journey within itself. And I'm asking them a lot of questions, right? So I'm like, are we just gonna be on bamboos? Like, just the bamboo, that's it? They're like, yeah. And then I said, how deep is the water? He goes, well, it depends. It could be 20 to 30 feet. I'm like, 20 to 30 feet? Again, anxiety is on high. I am scared. I didn't want anybody talking to me because I'm trying to push past my fear. And a big part of me was like, don't do it. And to be honest with y'all, this is what I usually do. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. And that's it. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not. And then sometimes I will say I would have some regret because I'm like, dang, like, I don't know what that experience is like because I never did it. But in this case, right, I was asking all these questions. Asking the questions didn't help me, to be honest with you. And he was like, no, you're going to be fine. We're going to have a vest on you and you're going to be good. And I'm just like, okay. So we get there. They put the vest on me. We get into the bamboo and I am scared. I am so scared. I am not moving. I'm not laughing. I'm not smiling. I just was like, I just want to get this over with. And it took me about 10 to 15 minutes for me to like calm down. And then I enjoyed the ride. I played my music. It was beautiful. If any of you guys are going to Jamaica, I do recommend you do the rafting experience. I do not know how to swim. I am afraid of heights. However, I did have a great time. And it was beautiful to see nature in that way. And it was like the sun went down a little bit, like it was a little cloudy, which was perfect because, I had a chance to see the breeze. And the photo that I posted is me actually having a lime scrub on my feet. And it was just a wonderful experience. Like, it was so beautiful. And I love nature and I love views and I love anything that's just aesthetically pleasing. And I just love the trees. And it was just great. And I'm so happy that I pushed myself to do that. So as I was thinking about like what I wanted to discuss today, that was one of the things that came to my mind because it is something that I still want to pursue, which is really trying to see how much and how far I can push myself to be in different spaces and try something different. Like, it was time for me to try something different because you only know what you know. right? You only know what you know. Recently, I went out with my friend. She asked me, she was like, hey, I'm going to get Trinidadian food. You want to come through and try this thing called bacon shark and doubles? Now, I never had bacon shark before. I never had doubles. I've heard about it, but I never had it. And I live in New York. We have every type of food you could think about. Like, if there's anything you want to try, you can try it here in New York. Seriously, any food. So we went, and the bacon shark sandwich was their bread. It had lettuce, cucumber, tomato, pineapple, shark meat that they fry and season, mayo, and all different types of sauces like mixed together in this really great sandwich. And then they have doubles, which was also their bread with chickpeas, and then you could get it with like different types of sauces, proteins, shrimp, oxtail, curry goat, chicken, like whatever you want. And then they fold it up. So I'm like, this is interesting. I never had it before. So I went with her to try it out. And I actually really did enjoy it. I was like, yo, this is mad good. Like, this is so good. And I love trying different things. I love being in different environments. But I do realize that I do have a lot of like fears in a lot of different areas, you know? One of them is like romance and me wanting to get back out there again and date again and love again. The fear that I have with that is I want to be vulnerable. I want to be in a space where I can trust somebody and love somebody and all of that. I just don't want to play games. And you know, with dating, you just never know. Like, you could meet somebody amazing, but then you might have to go through a couple of frogs. And I'm just like, I've been frogging. I don't want to go through no more frogs. I'm done. I don't want to do this. I just want to meet my Prince Charming who's going to love me and give me kisses and support me. And I support him. And we just live it in bliss and we just love each other. However, not saying it's not going to happen, but I realized that in addition to me wanting to believe again, in addition to me wanting to change my mindset, you know, last week we talked about if I have this, then I'll be happy. When this happens, then I'll be happy. If you haven't heard that episode, please check it out. It was really good. It was just talking about the if and when syndrome, how we sometimes tend to do that. Like, we delay our happiness because we're so focused on if this happens, then this happens. And shout out to my therapist, because she is the one that helped me get to this way of thinking, because I did not think that. I really did not. And it's like, well, if this happens, then I'll do this. And when this happens, then I could find my man. And it's like, but will you? Is there really a time for love? No, there isn't. There is not a time for love. I actually did an episode a few years ago about love has no climate, because it doesn't. Yes, you can work on yourself. Yes, you can. And it's important, and I don't want to downplay it. It's very important to work on yourself. However, from what I've seen, love can happen at any time. Love can happen at any body shape, any financial status, any emotional status, any spiritual status. There's no blueprint for this. But I will say it doesn't hurt while you are in the process to work on yourself so that you can be in a healthy relationship and attract somebody who is healthy. And that's the part of me taking some time to do my work. I want to be healthy for my partner. And I know that there's certain things I need to kind of like understand about myself so that I can explain this to him and he knows, like, okay, this is what's going on. So it's like, I feel like there's not really a time. And I am open and I discuss about dating, you know, after grief or just going through a rough moment. It can be hard because you are a bit more closed off, but at the same time, you want to be vulnerable. Like, that's why I thought my situation was weird. Even though I feel a little fear, I still want to be open and I still want to be vulnerable with somebody. I still want to just go to a coffee shop and sit down and talk and just chill. I just want to go to the park and, you know, talk about light stuff, you know, very light things. And I thought about all of these experiences that I've had, and I'm just like, I just feel like we need to open up ourselves more to different opportunities, and you'll be surprised of what you actually enjoy versus what you don't. And you won't know until you actually do it. And my experience with the yacht and my experience in Jamaica really shifted my mind a whole 180. Like, I really was like, what are some other opportunities that I have not experienced due to my mindset. Because my mind is what got me in front of the boat. My mind is what got me on the yacht. You know what I mean? My mind is what got me doing the rafting. Like, we need to understand how powerful our minds are. Because when I made up my mind that this is something that I was going to do, I actually did it. So I'm still in this quest. I'm still in this quest of just being in a space where I want to be more of a risk taker. I'm usually a calculated risk taker, but more of a risk taker. Try something different. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But at least I tried. And I think that's what life is about. Not everything is going to be planned. Not everything's going to be to a T. We're not going to know everything. And that's the beauty of it too. Like it keeps it interesting. And I just want to be more explorative. And I want us to do that because I feel like we're on this journey together. And if you're listening to this episode, this might be your sign that you need to try something different. Life cannot be monotonous every single day. You're doing the same thing every single day. I've realized that during my depression, what really helped me out was having something to look forward to. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it was a body butter, whether it was perfume, whether it was hanging out with a friend, whether it was trying a new dish at a restaurant, whether it was me doing a solo date. I needed something to look forward to. It could not just be me going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home. No, at least it'll be like, okay, I'm going to work, but Wednesday I'm meeting up with my homegirl. We're going to do this. Friday, me and my family are going to do that. Saturday, I'm going to take myself on a date. Like, I needed to do that. So I feel like we need to create those moments for ourselves because it keeps our lives interesting. It's not so like draining and blah and this and this and that. Like, we need to add that element to our lives. And I really hope that the stories that I shared encourage you guys to go out of your comfort zone a bit, because me doing rafting, can I just tell you guys real quick how shocked my friends were? Because they know. They were like, you went rafting? I'm like, yeah. When I tell you it was a shocker, because they know. But I want to encourage you to think about something that you want to try, whether with somebody or alone. And I would like for you to plan to try it out. Try something different. Add some color into your life. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing the same thing, monotonous schedule, same thing every single day, same thing every single day. We need something to break it up, because that adds into the body butter soft life. That adds into experiencing life in its fullness. That adds into meeting different people, experiencing different cultures, traveling to different spaces, doing something different out of your element, even getting the right outfits for it. Because shoot, why not? You're going to do something look good while you're doing it, right? So I want to encourage you to do that, because there was a time where I wasn't doing that at all. Have you guys ever felt like that before? Have you ever felt very like, wow, like nothing's happening this week. Like I'm bored, you know, I don't know what to do. Like, or have you ever felt like you wanted to challenge yourself more? Have you ever felt like you're not a big risk taker as you would like to be, and you want to experience life in its fullness? We have a tendency to limit ourselves based on our fears. And I want us to try to push past that as much as we possibly can. You're never going to I don't believe in being fearless, because I feel like every time we reach a new level, fear is going to be there because it's like the unknown. But what if we worked with it? Like, I am scared, but you know the saying, like, do it scared, do it anyway. So I feel like that's where I'm at. Like, do it scared. Try it. See what's going on. Add something to your life. Add some color. And it's a great experience. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have the content to share that with you guys in the podcast today. So I encourage you to do that. And of course, as always, please let me know what you think about this episode. Communicate with me on social media, on SaveTheGoodGirl.com. Please ensure to subscribe. I have some wonderful blog posts on there. And I am also on YouTube. If you have YouTube, please check me out on there. I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. But I do encourage you to try something different. I'm looking forward to hearing about it.